What the hell, Karth? You were supposed to fly us to Tatooine. Does this look like a desert to you? Where the hell are we?
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you know anything about this place?
I don't really know much about this place. Sorry.
Well, that's just great. Never mind.
You got it.
Republic's best pilot. Oh, hush, Bastila. I know I shouldn't blame him. It's not his fault he can't program a Navid computer. Let me see that thing. Yavin? How the hell did we wind up on Yavin? Ugh. Davik must have pre-programmed his next destination for business, so that his pilot Hudro wouldn't fly around on company dime. Fantastic. It's gonna take T3 the better part of a day just to tear down this system so we don't wind up back here every time we leave a planet. I suppose there's nothing for it. Bastila? Care to stretch your legs a bit? We need to find out who or what owns this station, and whether they can help us with this problem. More importantly, we need to find out whether or not they're still amicable now that Davik is no longer in the picture. Of course she would. She has no choice. I was thinking about bringing Juhani along on this little expedition as well, but I think it's better that we have at least one Jedi on the ship at all times, because you never know. We don't know what we're going into here, and if there's a fight, it would be better that our ship... It would be better if our ship wasn't commandeered because of a lack of competence aboard, we'll say. As without her, we'd have to rely on Karth, and Mac is in no mood to do that right now. He knows it's not Karth's fault, but Karth was there. He was at the wheel. He should have known about this so that they could have fixed it on Dantooine, because he doesn't know if he's going to be able to fix this problem or not. This could take days. This could set them back days. It's a pretty grim situation. Also, never mind. Let's just get out of here. I was checking our supplies in the cargo hold. Something's not right. This day just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it? Not right? What do you mean, not right? Someone's been into the emergency stash of food. Mission and I asked everyone, but nobody knows anything about it. You might want to check the food stores the next time you're in the cargo hold. No. So what was that journal entry? Odd. Doesn't seem to be one. No. Not here. Weird. Well, speaking of mission, I think we should pay our computer spike sweatshop a little visit before we leave. See if those little Twyla cans have put together any more microelectronics for us.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I need you to make me a security spike.
Sorry, I don't have one handy right
come
now.
on.
Besides, we've got plenty of security spikes already. Not much point in overloading on them, is there?
There's always a point on overloading on them. See, Mac likes to play the galactic child labor rules fast and loose. But unfortunately, Mission is plumb out. And speaking of child labor laws, it's a little unusual that the Jedi would allow Mission to come on this quest with us. That would technically make her a child soldier, wouldn't it? And it's kind of war crimey, you know. I guess not that Mac wouldn't try and keep her out of harm's way, but like, just saying, it's a little bit sketchy. Maybe they don't know she's here. I don't know. We technically didn't take her with us anywhere on Dantooine, so I suppose it's good. It's all good. Mission, just hide. Anytime we go to Dantooine, just hide under the bed. They won't find you. Anyway, I think we're going to take Canderous along with us, in addition to Bastila. His big fucking gun will come in useful in those hallways, so it will also complement our melee skills nicely. Add him, and off we go. Yes, this is the party configuration I want. And here we are, Yavin Station. It's very Xboxy in here, which is it's fitting because for those who don't know, Yavin IV was originally a piece of free downloadable content for KotOR on the original Xbox Live service all the way back in 2003. Very novel concept having DLC on a console back then. It's kind of amazing to think of, really. Of course, this station was included free in the PC version as well, in one of the patches, I think. I don't remember which, because when I originally bought KotOR, it was 2 years after it came out, so I didn't have a computer good enough to run the game until then. And for some reason, my lightsaber has deployed itself and is staying out. That's unacceptable. So anyway, we have what appears to be a very long airlock here. Not Bast. Let's get this door open in case we have to beat a hasty retreat. Let's back to the Ebon Hawk and let's explore the station. No telling who or what is living in here, if anyone at all, so we need to check and see if anyone can assist us with the Hawk. Where does this lead? Oh, blurry textures. Huzzah. Looks like this is one of the ones that the modders missed. But that looks like it should be a door, but it isn't. Whoops. Music? What's going on? You just cut out on me there. Thank you. I believe that Yavin 4's music is the same as Tatooine's. I was contemplating changing it to a certain piece that wasn't used anywhere else in the game, but I decided against it. I wanted to preserve the actual feel of the game more than anything else. Hey? Hey? Who is that? What do you want? I recognize your ship. Davix, isn't it? But who are you? You new or something? So it looks like it is occupied. Well then. Yeah, I'm new. Very new. You don't sound like a Trandoshan and you're not one of Davix. Who are you? What do you want? I don't know if I want to reveal to him why we're here. Force persuade, I do work for Davik, or lie, I do work for Davik. Well, either way, it's a lie. I'm a Republic soldier. Republic, eh? The Republic hasn't been here in 50 years. I don't see why they'd start now. Still, I have nothing against the Republic, so long as you don't get all worked up. I guess I can let you in. It'd be nice to have someone to talk to for a change. Trandoshans and smugglers aren't exactly stunning conversationalists. Trandoshans and smugglers? What are you talking about? They come by here every once in a while, it's how I keep in the loop, you know. But Trandoshan lizard speak is kinda hard to follow, and they have pretty limited imaginations. Smugglers aren't much better either. Look, this is getting kind of awkward through this door. If you just hold on a minute, I'll open this damn thing up and we can talk more face to face. Just have to fiddle with this damn door lock. The thing keeps jamming. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Slight interruption there. My allergies have been playing merry hell with me this June. So, let's take a walk over there and explore the station a little bit. Suvam working on some stuff. Looks like he's some sort of mechanic. Plenty of parts and junk lying around. And there is Yavin, orbited by its jungle moon Yavin IV. A lot has happened in this system over the millennia. It's kind of one of those special places in Star Wars that has a lot of history. Starting with the Great Hyperspace War, followed by the Great Sith War, and then, of course, culminating with the destruction of the first Death Star in Star Wars: A New Hope. We're right about where the Death Star would have been as it came into position to fire on the moon, just as it blew. It's kind of harrowing to think of. It's one of my favorite vistas in KotOR is just this. It's such a simple thing, you know, just starfield background, super low res, but you know, the planet, they made it spin so it's like we're orbiting. It's really, really nice attention to detail. I like it. And I think that before we talk to Suvam, we're going to want to kind of issue our party some commands, because we don't really know anything about this. There could be people in the other rooms here. We don't know. Why has the music cut out? Yes, I want to turn solo mode on, though. Okay, so... Canderous. I want you to guard the door. Anyone coming down that hallway, we don't know if they're going to be friend or foe, so just hang out here.
I'm here.
Bastila, we'll get her to just meditate there and chill for a while. And we'll go talk to Suvam here. Damn Giska. So, Suvam. You don't look like I thought you would. Too human. Don't see many of your kind here at all anymore. Not since the war, at any rate. What brings you here? We don't really know what type of a guy this guy is yet, so we'll probably want to keep this as vague as possible without being rude. I'm on a quest for the Jedi Council. The Jedi Council? Don't tell me you're a Jedi. You sure don't look it. I'm wearing a robe, man. I have a lightsaber. What more do you want from me? I am a Jedi. I'm their only hope. Only hope, eh? That's a lot of pressure to put on someone. I hope for their sake it's not misplaced. So if you don't mind me saying, what exactly is the Council sending you out to do? I don't think we want to divulge this yet. I'm trying to defeat Darth Malik. Darth Malik? Never heard of him. Or is he that new Sith Lord who's been giving the Republic such a hard time now? I haven't been keeping up on recent news. He is the Dark Lord of the Sith. A new Dark Lord, is he? It always seems a new one pops up, no matter how many you kill. Your business with him is none of my business, of course, and I don't want to pry. But why are you way out here, running? Not on purpose, I can tell you that. When I acquired the Ebon Hawk, it had the coordinates for your station. We came here by accident. Acquired, eh? Well, figures Davik would be lazy enough to leave it in the nav computer. Didn't leave anything about this system, did he? Ancient ruins or anything? What ruins? Yavin's fourth moon used to hold a great number of temples dedicated to the ancient Sith. When Exar Kun came here 50 years ago, he used the temples in his effort to crush the Republic. He failed, obviously, and the Republic bombarded the surface almost into oblivion during their counterattack. Now all that's left are a lot of craters and a little bit of jungle. You could find stuff there for years afterwards, but I've got pretty much everything there was to find there. Mostly, all I've been doing for the last couple years has been tinkering with what I found there, getting some of it to work, and modifying the stuff the smugglers and traditions bring to me to look at. He's lying, of course. There very much is plenty down on Yavin IV, as he will reveal shortly. Who are the smugglers? Rhodians, Aquilish, Twi'leks, whatever, they all work for an organization called the Exchange. You might have heard of them. Yeah, you might have heard of them, yeah. They run smuggling operations all over the galaxy. Weapons, slaves, whatever someone's willing to pay the price for. They found my talents very useful. Like the Trandoshans, they get me to patch up and upgrade what they bring, and pay me well for it. They also bring news and supplies. Who are the Trandoshans? The Trandoshans? Mercenaries and bounty hunters, scum mostly. They look like big two-legged lizards. Why are they here? They found me here a couple years after the war ended. Usually they don't bargain with people they find alone in abandoned space stations, but we worked out a deal. I'd give them a few of my more applicable inventions at reasonable prices, and they'd keep me supplied with food and new materials. It's worked out well so far, for years really, with Davik gone. They've been getting ideas, though. Anything else you want to know? I'd like to ask you a few questions. Hey, well, what do you want to know? How did you know Davik? He used to come here every once in a while to trade. He worked for the Exchange, big-time smugglers. The Trandoshans didn't really want to get on his bad side, so they let it go. But now that he's gone, things are a bit more uncertain. Tell me about this system. Well, this gas giant here is Yavin. It's got a whole bunch of moons around it. The only really interesting one is Yavin IV, though, and it's been pretty much picked clean. What was on Yavin IV? When Exar Kun started the Great Sith War 50 years ago, he used Yavin IV as a base, building a lot of his Sith temples there. When he lost, the Republic came and bombed the surface of the planet, destroying pretty much everything. Pretty much everything? Well, you can still find a few things here and there on the surface, some buried from the bombardment, and some that look much, much older. I've been there a bunch of times and found pretty much all there was to find. I took them back here and tinkered with them a bit, getting them up and working, or improving them. I have a bunch you can look at if you're interested. Maybe purchase. Not right now. And suit yourself. Anything else you want then? So I've heard of Exar Kun, but the Jedi were reluctant to say much about him. I understand his story was a tragic one. Can you tell me anything about him? Exar Kun was a Jedi, to start at least. He came here to Yavin and landed on the fourth moon, the one you can see through the window. There were some ancient Sith temples there, and in them Exar Kun gained terrible powers. He raised the Sith and waged a war against the Republic, much like what seems to be happening today. But Exar Kun was far more powerful than any Sith Lord who has come since. The very ground trembled beneath his feet when he looked at you. Just... But that's all in the past now. I've got my life of staying here and tinkering with the stuff I found in the ruins, and the things the traditions bring me. So, can you tell me anything more about the Great Sith War? I'm fascinated by that period of history. Not much to tell. The Sith Lord Exar Kun tried to take on the galaxy. He lost, of course. They always seem to. So what about this station? This station is an old Republic supply depot from when they were fighting Exar Kun. Once they destroyed Yavin IV's surface, though, they didn't need it anymore. Once they'd gone, I decided to move in and use the place myself. It's not very roomy, but I think it's turned out alright. And it's close to Yavin IV, where I get most of my parts. Nobody comes here except the smugglers and traditions anyway, so I get left alone, the way I like it. So you're from this system? Well, not exactly. See, I'm not as young as I look. Actually, I'm pretty old by most standards. I've been here since the war, really. Oh, were you in the war? The Sith were building a whole lot of temples on Yavin IV by Exar Kun's order, and they needed people to build it for them, so they got slaves. Most of the slaves were put to work on the buildings directly, but there are a lot of other things you need to make a planet a working base. Weapons, for instance. So they forced some Baragwin to work for them making weapons. You know Baragwin, right? And I was one of the ones working under the Baragwin. I guess you could say I had the talent for it. The Baragwin I worked for, he took me under his wing and made me his apprentice even. But almost all of them died when the Republic destroyed the place, so I guess it's useless to think about it. You were a slave? Well, yeah, kind of. More like forced labor, really. Well, that's a slave. We worked, or we died. Life gets really simple when someone puts it to you like that. We didn't have it near as bad as the ones who were actually building the temples themselves, though. I wouldn't be surprised if not a single one saw the temples completed. Yikes. So who were the Baragwin? You don't know who the Baragwin are? They're the best damn weapons merchants in the galaxy, that's who they are. They were in space selling arms to the highest bidder before my species even got off our homeworld. Do you have any Baragwin equipment? I might have a couple. You want to take a look? Not right now. Yeah, suit yourself then. Questions? Well, I think we've spoken to him long enough to determine that he's at least no friend of the Sith, so I think we can afford to ask him a little bit more about what exactly he found down on Yavin IV. In your scavengings, you didn't run across anything that resembled a star map, or any mention of a thing called a Star Forge in the Sith ruins down there, did you? I've never heard of them, or it. There were plenty of artifacts on Yavin IV, but no forges or whatever. If that's all you're interested in, you'll probably want to try another system. Fair enough. I'm not really interested in more questions right now. Sure. Do you have anything you'd be willing to sell me? Yeah, I have a few things kicking around the place. Stuff the Tranishans and smugglers have brought for me to look at, and a few things I've been making from parts. They're cheap, though. They pay a lot for what I can make, and anything I sell to you, I can't exactly sell to them, now can I? But if you're willing to pay, I've got a few of my more advanced things you can look at. I'm always working on more, so you can check back some other time if I don't have what you want right now. Here, have a look. Nice. So Suvam Tan is a premium merchant, and he has lots of good stuff that he can sell. That's one of the things that he has that I would really like to buy mission. This is the light exoskeleton. Feats required: armor proficiency light, defense bonus of 6, a max dexterity bonus of +1, dexterity of +1, strength of +1, special, upgradable armor. A relatively new type of power-assisted armor. This suit mimics the major muscle movements of the wearer with mechanical impulses, resulting in greater strength and faster reaction times. He also has Baragwin Shadow Armor. Feats required: armor proficiency light, defense bonus of 7, max dex bonus of +4, skills stealth +4. That'd be a great set of armor for mission as well. Both of these, really. It's upgradable. A specialty of the Baragwin, this modifiable suit has advanced adaptive camouflage technology that, when combined with a stealth generator, allows it to blend in nearly seamlessly with the background when viewed from any direction. It is generally only sold to respected governments, but a number have found their way into more disreputable distribution channels, like the Exchange. We have advanced stabilizer gauntlets. These are really kick-ass. Like, all of this is so expensive right now, I doubt I'm going to be able to afford any, but dexterity +3, blaster bolt deflection +5. These gloves contain an advanced fire control and trajectory analysis system, which links to held ranged weapons. This allows the user greater accuracy when aiming their own weapons, and also gives warning when incoming fire would likely hit the wearer. Advanced sensory implant. Implant level 3. Skills awareness +10. Dexterity +2. By assisting the areas of the user's brain dedicated to sensory interpretation, this implant greatly heightens the user's awareness of their surroundings as well as spatial perception analysis. He has an advanced biostabilizer implant. Immunity, mind affecting, and poison. That would be great to have. This detailed microcomputer analyzes the contents of the user's circulatory system as well as surges and drops in nerve transmission rates. It attempts to stabilize the user's system and remove undesirable elements from it. Lastly, the Baragwin Droid Shield. Uses unlimited. It's great. A super efficient version of a normal droid energy shield, the Baragwin version has been modified and customized to be able to run off the power supply of the droid mounting it. While the energy drain on the droid is insignificant, the protection gained is equal, if not superior, to a normal light droid energy shield. That's great. I don't think we have anything to sell, because we took care of all that on the last planet. Yes, indeed. That is Suvam Tan. And that is the story of Yavin IV. At least one part of it. The other part Suvam alluded to was much, much older, and what he was referring to there was the temples of Naga Sadao, because Exar Kun was not the only Sith to have come here and constructed great monuments to his own glory. At the end of the Great Hyperspace War, which happened about 1,000 years before this game, and 950 years before the war with Exar Kun, a Sith Lord, a Dark Lord of the Sith by the name of Naga Sadao, fled from a battle with the Republic, the very end of that war, and came to Yavin IV, where he set up his own empire in exile, you might say. He built great monuments, and with him went the last of the ancient Sith species, the ones who weren't obliterated at the final battle. I believe the final battle happened above Korriban, but I can't really be sure of that. I'm not 100% anymore. My lore is a little bit spotty, but Naga Sadao came here, his ship crashed, and he built pyramids, basically really big Aztec pyramids. You see them in Episode 4. But he also experimented on the Sith that came with him, the Masasai warriors, and they had managed to survive, though Naga Sadao had died and become a Force ghost, or a Sith spirit, I guess you could say. And he encountered Exar Kun when Exar Kun came here, seeking forbidden knowledge of the ancient Sith. It was Naga Sadao who corrupted him partially, or at least finished the job. I believe Exar Kun met several Sith spirits in his travels. Exar Kun and Ulic Keldroma, for that matter, his apprentice. And they died on that planet, I guess. I think that's where Exar Kun was finished. I know Ulic lived. Ulic's story is one of the best in Knights of the Old Republic. Like, I highly recommend go out and find yourselves copies of Tales of the Jedi if you really want to learn about this period in Star Wars history, at least the period that happened before KotOR, because it's very interesting. Probably it's one of the best parts of Star Wars. Like, a lot of people will either pick like the Darth Bane trilogy or the Thrawn trilogy. This is just as good of a period, I think, and it's where my interest lies. It's where my character's interest lies, because this character is a bit of a self-insert, but not entirely. Anyway, I would have really liked to have been able to go down to Yavin. I'm kind of disappointed that Bioware didn't at least make like one little area that you could explore with like a temple or something that we could go down and find some artifacts. Maybe even talk to like the spirit of Exar Kun, or fight with Naga Sadao. I know that'd be like incredibly, maybe a bit too overpowered, but at least I would have liked to have met, have like a mini boss down there, a mini boss encounter with Naga Sadao. I think that would have been cool, and maybe get some good loot. It wouldn't have had to have been big, but it could have been more than just this, because it's kind of sad. You come to like one of the most important planets in Star Wars, and the only thing you can do and interact with is one merchant and our little buddy here, the little Gizka. I did notice, however, that Suvam had an option to play a certain card game. I haven't had a game in forever. Would you stop moving about? Thank you. Suvam, what do you want? You don't happen to play Pazak, do you? Pazak, the card game? Actually, I do. One of the Aqualish smugglers who comes by here regularly likes to play a bunch, and I kind of picked up the habit from him. I've actually gotten pretty good at it myself. I'll play you a couple rounds if you want. Be warned, though, I don't play for small amounts. Not right now. I'm gonna save first. Well, suit yourself. Anything else you want? I'll be leaving. Let's drop a save over here. And let's play him. Pazak. Sure, if you want. I don't play for small amounts, though, so if you want to play, it's for keeps. Yep. Let's do it. 750 credits. Oh, we're gonna make so much money here, I hope. Maybe. Wager. Why do I have this stupid plus card? Plus cards are dumb. Always pick minus cards instead of plus. Of course, I get both of them in one round here. Not gonna go over on my first hand. Of course, he has the exact card he needs, naturally. That's fine. Keep it low, keep it low. 16 plus 4 is 20. Haha! I'm doing good. 18. I'm gonna risk standing on an 18. Son of a bitch. That was a bad move. That's okay. That's what happens when you risk an 18. Haha! Maybe I'll get lucky this time, though. Maybe he'll go over. Come on! Something high. Oh, come on! I swear this game cheats sometimes. There's no way. The odds, man. The odds are just out of this world that would ever happen. Stand on an 18 again. Yeah, you would. You would. Get my ass kicked here. Come on. 15 suck. He's gonna stand on that. I gotta do this. And I win one. I'm on the cusp of losing, though. Oh, 17. Good grief. Come on, be kind, be kind. Rewind. Stand on an 18. Yeah. Well, I'm going to play this guy basically until I win, and I'll get back to you on the last round, guys. So I will see you then, which will be probably an hour for me, but instantly for you. Alright everyone, this is my 4th or 5th time beating him, and that's out of about 30 times losing. The AI so obviously cheats in this game. It is so transparent. Beside the fact that you have to always be the first one to draw a card, which is a disadvantage in this game. It disadvantages you from the onset. The AI always seems to have the right card in his side deck to get a 20. If he doesn't have that, the game will throw him a bone and give him exactly 20, just from blind drawing. It's complete bullshit. But I hope this is the last time I have to do this, but we'll see. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, well, looks like I'm playing some more. I'm going to have a lot of money by the time this is over, but a lot of my time will have gone out the window thanks to it. I'll be right back again. Alright everyone, this is the final round of Pazak with Suvam Tan. And it's a good thing too, because I have been at this for well over 2 hours, and I'm getting really fucking tired of this bullshit, I'm not even gonna lie. Let's wager 750 credits. And yes, I am sure that I want to use this side deck. Let's see how the first round goes. It's unusual, the AI is standing on a 19. I might actually win. I will actually win. the round, anyway. I'm going to bring myself to 20 as often as I can. I'm going to try a completely different strategy, because the one I've been using is not working. So that is the first of 3 cards the AI has that will get him to 20. Guaranteed 3 out of 4 cards will always bring him to 20 on whatever rolls he's had naturally. 16. Awful number. Even more awful because the particular cards I have take me too low. Fuck it, just keep playing them. We'll beat him on that. Does the game actually feel sorry for me? Oh my goodness, it's over. Hold me. Hold me, audience. Hold me and stroke the back of my head tenderly, because, man, I'm so done with this. I'm so fucking done with this. We win. You're good. I have to admit that. I can't keep up with a player like you. You're just too good. But I respect that. Tell you what, I'll give you a discount on anything in my store because of that. Special deal just for you. Here, have a look. So, he's lowered the prices. I don't know how much he's lowered the prices. I think maybe half. It might be a 40% discount. I don't know. Everything in here is still bullshit expensive, and I'm not going to buy any of this. But we receive another 750 credits on top of what we already had. We are now up to 14,000 credits. We have money to play with. I can tell you I will be going back to Dantooine to buy probably that CNS Strength Enhancer belt. And I'll use that, most likely, at some point. After Tatooine. I don't need it now, but definitely after that. Right now, what I really need is to stroke Mr. Gizka here. We will pet the Gizka. Oh! So adorable. We'll pet him again. Kill the Gizka. Force choke, force wound. Man, the developers really did not like these things, did they? We will leave him alone. The Star Wars version of the Tribble. He's so adorable. He's like a little frog dude. Oh, he's hopping away. Oh, so cute. But anyway, Suvam. What do you want? I think you have a Gizka loose. Yeah, I know. Some damn smugglers must have brought them, and one escaped. Good luck trying to get them all, though. Those things breed like Gizka. You see any around, just squish the damn thing. No, I don't want to do that. They're adorable. Well, suit yourself. Probably be here if you get back. Ha. I didn't want to talk to you again. Goodbye. I'll be leaving now. See ya. It's time to go and collect Bastila. But maybe before we leave, we'll have a little conversation with her. I think. Oh! Why are you standing here? We can't take you with us. I want to, but we can't. There. Scurry off in the other direction. Bastila?
How can I help?
Over the past few months that we've traveled together, we've spoken of the Jedi and the Sith, the light side and the dark side. We've even talked about me, but I haven't ever spoken to you about your past. I'd like to know you, Bastila.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Tell me how you joined the Jedi, then.
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
Discouraged? Why?
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
You aren't allowed to love.
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
You don't sound very convinced.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
Who weren't you on good terms with?
I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
I'm sorry. You never tried to get in touch with your father again?
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
You sound very sad when you say that. But if Jedi were to love, surely it would not be all bad.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
All right, Bastila. We'll do that. Well, it seems that Bastila is not all that comfortable talking about her feelings, at least in regards to her family. We'll just have to be there in case she ever needs to talk about it. Hopefully she will open up in the future. But, poor Bastila, she even looks kind of sad. Now she looks angry. Now she looks confused. Anyway. I think it's about time we were leaving Yavin. So, come along, Bass. Let's go. Canderous. I think our ship will be up and running by now. T3, after the hours of Pizak that we had played, is, he's had plenty of time to put things back together again. Get out of my way. Suvam, so long. It's been nice seeing you. Maybe one day we'll come back, but until then, I wish you all the best. Good luck in the scavenging on Yavin. If you find anything interesting, you know, Sith related, maybe set it aside. I might be interested in buying it. Anyway, let's get out of here. There's more than enough KotOR for one day. And to close the episode, I thank you all so much for watching and tuning in. Next episode, we'll be heading to Tatooine, which was our plan originally. Between then and now, I'm going to be installing a couple new mods that will change certain things in the game, as mods tend to do. And I also need to check the music cutting out in here is killing me, man. You have no idea how many takes I had to do of the Exar Kun dialogue with Suvam just to get it right because of this nonsense bug. Anyway, I'm gonna be installing some mods, and I'm gonna be browsing the various modding websites to see if there are any more that have popped up between January and now, because I think that's when I actually acquired the ones that I planned on putting in, but I still haven't like monkeyed with them to make sure that they all work. So I'm gonna do that, and we'll be seeing some of them on the next planet, I reckon. So I will see you next time.